noodles. Man,
Bro.
that
All
would
right,
be
man.
Surely they could taste that, right? Right.
not when you mix all the broth and stuff with it. Like it's gonna hide the flavor.
Nose itching.
Boy, welcome to issue 159 of NerdFlow Podcast. Bro, the stuff we talk about before we hit record or before we go live, Jesus. Man.
I'm just saying though, like that ain't a bad idea. Like your ramen shop will be booming.
Boy,
like
TOS,
that shit recession proof.
Boy, the TOS violation would be, boy, okay, all right.
Coming back.
That there too. But I'm just saying though, if you can get away with it for a significant amount of time and like just get away with it for about 5 years, be boom, stack it up, and then close your ramen shop.
And then open up
That's the
another,
thing, she got
Hey,
caught.
wasn't that no, that was like a movie. T.I. was on this movie on Netflix where he had got some marijuana and they was putting it in the chicken. And,
That was supposed to be.
and people was coming back for the chicken, bro, because the chicken had that good dope in there, bro. Y'all
I
gotta
know
check
that
it
movie
out.
because T.I. driving he supposed to be like a chef or something.
Yeah, remember that? Anyway, let's
I
move
saw that movie. That was a trash ass movie too.
It was.
Didn't they try to do that on one episode of P-Valley? They were putting weed in chicken. It was
Oh my god.
that boy
All
created.
right, man, let him do the introduction.
Follow
We
the channel.
bullshit.
All right, man. This is NerdFlow Podcast. This is issue 159. This is the podcast that talks all about pop culture and fandom. We are live every single week on twitch.tv/NerdFlow Podcast. You can see at the very top of the overlay, we are on all social media platforms, from Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. So please go check us out on all those platforms. In addition to that, we also have a Facebook group. In addition to that too, the Facebook group, you can go check that out also. Link will be in the panels of the show. Got a lot of rolling, about 600 and something deep in that community. So any of the like news or anything like that, anything we typically talk about on the show, live shows do hit that later on in the week as well. So if you missed the live stream on Twitch, you can catch those on there. You get links for the actual show for Sprinkr. In addition to that, also, we are also live on Sprinkr. We're all on all major podcast platforms, as you can see on the side as well. So we those shows drop literally immediately after we finish this show. So in addition, Teespring is where we have our merch. Got t-shirts on there. You can get 50% off t-shirts. Use the link in the description of the show to get yourself 50% off a NerdFlow t-shirt. And superhero stuff is the affiliate program we're with, and you can also, with superhero stuff, anything you buy using our link kicks us back and helps out the show.
Molly
So what's
Mall.
up? Yeah, what's up? Oh, he dropped some my alerts are like all jacked up on my OBS right now. Hold on a second. Let's see here. What's up, everybody?
And Shanae and Hiker Dave. What up, Hiker Dave? Hiker Dave is one of
So wait.
my viewers from my channel.
I
Shout out
feel
to
violated.
everybody
I feel violated.
Why?
Go to what's your name?
That's like really just butchered my name, like for real. I'm trying to be an asshole, and you just go and just butcher my name.
Ninja Shanae.
How do I say that?
Boy, if a Shoryuken and instant transmission wasn't needed right now.
I'm lost. My bad. But what up, Molly Mall? What up, Hiker Dave in the chat? What's going on, y'all?
Oh man. Oh geez. Okay. But how's everybody, man? How's everybody's Halloween?
Mine was
It's
weird.
over.
I
You can make
know.
any day you want Halloween.
Some people is every day.
Mhm.
Right?
especially cosplayers.
Sometimes it's only when cons happen. But anyway.
Some folks was born with a Halloween mask, but you know that's how it
Don't-
goes.
I was trying not to do that.
I'm one of them people. I was born with a Halloween mask. You know what I'm saying? So
Living in America as a black man is pretty scary, but we'll move on. Um, yeah. So yeah.
Oh Lord.
We'll move on. Let's move on.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So.
What up, Snap in the chat?
Yeah. What's up, Snap? Let's see. First and foremost, let's see here. Trying to think.
first off, let me ask, how was everybody weekend?
That was kind of the same thing. Me asking how was Halloween?
Yeah, I was knocked out.
I mean, everybody didn't participate in Halloween.
I mean,
I ain't got kids. I had no reason to participate in Halloween.
but Halloween was yesterday though, so you could just say what you did.
You know what I did for Halloween? I barbecued.
Thought you were gonna just laugh at a bunch of horror movies.
Nah, I did that all through the month of October.
I participated in a few horror movies, and y'all don't read Messenger, so when I was telling y'all about a little incident, but okay.
I mean, like for me, I got my chucks and giggles in. You know what I'm saying? Watching Halloween all month, and my favorite kill, like out of all the movies I watch that I laugh at, because horror movies pretty much pure comedy to me. I don't know if that makes me sadistic or what, but
Sicko.
like, hey, but
I posted something in the chat too. I think everybody just kind of like didn't. I don't know, but it's called Suicide by Sunlight, and that's it's under 20 minutes. It was at one of the Sundance Film Festivals, but it's an interesting take on vampirism because it's like she's a day walking vampire, and the reason why she can walk in the day is because she's protected by her melanin, and she has to suppress her desire for blood in order to see her kids again. So I think it was a little interesting watch, you know. So I would
thank you for the follow, sir.
Take 20 minutes and watch it. It's really good. It's called Suicide by Daylight. You can see it on Vimeo.
Okay. Cool.
I was trying to say about you was gonna say something before I brought up the weekend.
You was about to tell us about one of your favorite kills in Halloween.
Oh yeah. When Michael Myers, it's Halloween H2O. I think it's H2O. When they on their private school campus, and when old boy going down the hallway, and Michael Myers pretty much holding himself up on a pipe with one hand, and old boy walk under him, and Michael Myers lower himself down real slow, stab him up real fast, grab the pipe. He ain't even jump. He just reached up, grabbed the pipe, and raised himself back up. First one, that's impeccable upper body strength.
Right.
Second of all, Michael Myers, because he's human, is the first murderous, non-Asian ninja that's a psychopath. Because his silent kills and stealth is ridiculous. And third, that shit was just smooth.
Yeah, that was smooth. I remember that. I do remember that.
I mean, Jason had superhuman strength picking up a broad that was screaming in the sleeping bag and slapping her across the street.
That stuck with you, didn't it?
That really did.
You are sadistic.
Which one?
That was hilarious.
Sadistic, bro.
That was hilarious because she was just.
Said that too. Snap said in the chat. He said, "You are sadistic." I just said the same thing.
It was hilarious because she was screaming and everything. He picked up and slapped her. They played the Major League music when he did it. They did the da 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 da, and he slapped her across the street, and all of a sudden, just silence.
Okay, it's November 1st. If you didn't know, dope. Let's talk about this Oculus Quest 2, man, that you got a chance to check out.
Yeah. So, man, I was a non-believer in VR. Well, I got a chance to try it when it kind of first got popular, maybe 3 years ago. And I wasn't sold, right? It was kind of like, to me, it was gimmicky. The resolution wasn't there. I was nauseous, and the things would fog up on me, and it just wasn't an enjoyable experience. But I kept running across this Oculus Quest 2, and I was seeing the price point, and I'm like, that's not bad. Entry level $300. Let me try it. I was gonna try it and take it back, right? And I tried it and I liked it. I mean, it's an enjoyable experience. The resolution is there. It's competing with Valve's Index. Now, Valve's Index is starting at $1,000, right? Now, you do get the technology you pay for, I guess, but if you want to try something out, and y'all seen on, if you look in the community, I posted a test that I was doing. Like I watched the
Yeah, I saw that. That was
Mandalorian on
actually
it.
dope.
It was, like you can watch it. Like if you use the internal browser, you can have up to 3 screens, so you can multitask. If you watch a movie, it's like an IMAX experience, and that's not cap. Like it's the resolution is there for you to do that. The games were good, and they have a hack because it's essentially an Android device because it's standalone, but you can use it as an actual VR headset if you tether it with the $80 cable that they provide, Oculus. But they have a hack where you can pay $20 for an app, and then sideload an extension on that app, and you can use it wirelessly. So I was playing Half-Life Alyx and a bunch of other things and browsing, and it's a seamless process. Like you put it on, it comes on. You can launch the remote desktop app, and it's just seamless. It's good. It works good. But the caveat is you do have to have a fast internet connection to use it wirelessly to have that smooth experience that you want, like it was wired. But I'm sold. Like I said, I watched Mando on it, and it was a good, enjoyable experience. So if you can go out and pick one up this holiday season, I would say go ahead, because it's comparable to the best ones, the HTC Vive $699, Valve Index $999. So definitely check that out.
So you remember when we was at Comic Palooza when they actually had the real arcade section, and we
Yeah.
was up there doing the VR, and the
Yeah, I was
first thing they had the game where you had to swipe the
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 shield.
bars or something that was
Mhm.
shooting at you,
Yeah.
but they had Michael Jackson Beat It playing at the same time.
That shit
Honestly,
like fucking
that was a hell of a workout.
that shit almost gave
Oh,
me a seizure,
I
bro.
I will say this though, I
Like
did.
that type of stuff don't bother me. I guess because I'm an adrenaline junkie and like going fast and seeing a lot of pit stuff coming at me
No,
don't bother me.
it was just a Michael Jackson song, bro. That literally it's just there was too much going on.
Nah.
All them damn beats in the Michael Jackson song, bro. I was fine with the other stuff, but Michael Jackson came on. I was like, oh, I can't handle this. Yeah,
Nah.
I was telling Dope about that. That we saw it was basically Beat Saber is what it was, but it was
Yeah.
using shields at the time. Yeah,
Beat Shield. Now, when we covered it was 2 weeks ago when with the whole Facebook debacle, I will say I didn't have any trouble logging in. I had one little hiccup where it said I had a Quest account. I don't know how, but I was able to get in, with no problem and link my accounts and everything. And you can kind of set your privacy settings how you want. And when I went live, I didn't connect to any OBS or anything. I went live straight from the device. You do take a hit on your performance, like the resolution, but
Mhm.
I was doing all that live from the device. So
Cool, cool. Uh, AMD had a keynote. They talked about their new cards.
oh man.
I know you got some stuff to say about AMD, about the examples they gave and
Okay,
how
so
they compared it.
no. Hey, anybody, because anybody, look, if you trying to build a PC and you on a tight budget and you new to it, I would say go AMD. I'm not gonna hate on them like that. Please go
They budget
AMD.
friendly as hell.
They are budget
Oh, hell
friendly,
yeah, they are.
but the way what they were doing was kind of okay. So it's 3 cards. It's the 60 RX 6800, and I'm not gonna get heavy into specs. It's RX 6800, which is 579. The RX 6800 XT, which is 649, and the RX 6900, which is 999. So that's basically a 3070, a 3080, and a 3090 on the Nvidia side. But they were comparing the RX 6800 to the 2080 Ti, and it's like that's Nvidia's last gen card, and the frame rates, while they're better, it's like yes, but that's the last gen card, and the 2080 Ti from Nvidia is still kind of on par with on certain games like Wolfenstein Youngblood.
Sound like a damn graphing calculator.
Not a, look, I don't know.
Remember
But
the TI
then
82s,
right. But the real thing about it is, so they were basically they pushed out a bunch of technology with it, like the AMD Smart Access Memory, where it basically just boosts your frames. They have the ray tracing like NVIDIA, DirectX 12 support, all that good stuff. But the thing about it is that kind of kills me is they have this thing called rage mode, where it's like a one-click overclocking solution, and it basically just boosts your card, and you know you can get those high frame rates. But they said use this at your own risk, because if you put this in the rage mode and your card breaks, you're not getting any refunds or any help. I'm like, if y'all really want to see a rage mode, let me put my card in rage mode, and y'all tell me y'all not gonna fix this shit. Like y'all gonna see some rage.
You see the real
So
rage mode.
that's kind of jank, you know. So I mean, it's like I said, the prices are good because that RX 6800 XT, that one is coming in at $1,000, and that one's compared to the 3090, which is coming in at $1,500. So I mean, like I said, if you want a game at a high quality on the budget, oh, also the Smart Access Memory works with their chips. It's like a tandem technology. Just go read about it by yourselves. But if you want a game on the budget, a PC game on the budget, I say go with AMD. No hate here.
All right.
I know this is NerdFlow, but I literally been watching a high school football game on TV between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. And I can't believe this is pro football.
Playmakers coming soon. Like that plug, bro.
I appreciate that plug, but there's just this. I know people get tired of seeing me say trash, but this is a trash ass game.
All right. Young. Kakarot. Kakarot new card update. How was that, man?
All right, y'all. So, of course, if you played Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, you know that they did a new update, and they still ain't dropped our second DLC yet, which is pretty much resurrecting the Elf or Frieza. But I digress. But they also put in this new card game. This new card game had a trash ass release, and simply because the server is never working properly. Never. You know how sometimes when you first release a whole game and servers get overcrowded, or you have server problems, but they'll do a quick update and fix and send a patch for the server. Nah, it ain't even going. And then, like, if you ever played card games like Yu-Gi-Oh or something like that on your system, like Yu-Gi-Oh, maybe even Digimon card games or something on your system, it's pretty much straightforward and simple. They overcomplicated this card game for some reason. Like when I was able to get in the system, like it's really not complicated, but it's got unnecessary steps for some reason. So me honestly, I was gonna stream it, but due to the fact that the server is never up, so like why would I start streaming something just for 5 minutes into the card game? The server can crash.
Right.
And
Seems like
I've
they don't have
attempted
full
this.
support for it yet.
Huh?
It seems like it's like a pet project, or they don't have they're not fully supporting it, or it's like maybe like a side project from an intern or something.
Yeah, it's like let's
I
see
think
if this
they
blows
gave
up in
us
the game.
like I got all 100 cards that Kakarot offered just so I can play this game because you could collect the cards since the game first came out. And I was just like, why are we getting cards? But then when they dropped this game and added it to it, I was like, oh, that made sense. But you know what I'm saying? I get the cards, you try to play with your deck. Like if you some cards you can't even use in your deck if you ain't earned enough power. So why I got cards in my deck that I can't use if I ain't got earned enough power? You know what I'm saying? Like if you was gonna add an extra game to Kakarot, you could have threw in something like a old side, you know what I'm saying, a old 2D Dragon Ball fighting game or something. you could throw in something like a Tenkaichi or a Budokai, something like that, just so you could have some versus mode in Kakarot. Like that card game, y'all could have kept it in y'all back pocket.
Sound like somebody trying to do Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Team. That's what that sounds like.
Pretty much.
Like where you use to keep your Pokemon cards.
Say what?
Say in the back pocket, like where you.
Nah, I ain't never do the Pokemon cards. I ain't do those. I ain't do Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I only played the game when it was on system or on my phone. You know what I'm saying? Like when you sitting in somewhere and it just feel like you wasting time being there. It ain't a bad time killer.
Oh yeah.
I used to go to the tournaments, collect the cards. I used to have a lot of.
Ain't no shame. Shit.
Like if I ever played,
shame.
I ain't never played it. I ain't never collected cards, but I had friends that did it. Like, oh, let's play Pokemon card, and I be sitting up there playing, looking like I gotta flip a coin to do something, or I gotta read this card to see, and they be all excited. Like I'm not getting excited. If you want to play with some cards, let's get a spade game going. You know what I'm saying? I can get excited about these spades. I can't get excited about this shit.
All right. Cyberpunk was delayed again.
I think they really trying to perfect that game so they won't have to go back and make any. You know what I'm saying? You know
they don't want to. They don't want to Crystal Dynamics it up. They don't want to Avengers it up.
That was a low blow.
I was about to ask y'all, was somebody getting in their ear, tell them like, no, fix this before it comes out?
I think that's what it is.
Because it's happened before.
Well, what they actually said exactly what it was. So they said PC and next gen, they're done. They're still working on some final tweaks and bugs from for current gen is the thing, because leading into them dropping a press release about it being delayed to December 10th is the due date for Cyberpunk. And so basically it's really just them trying to finish up next gen, because gamers, and sometimes, man, I swear, dog, I hate being a gamer in some instances of it sometimes, but they were getting death threats, which was stupid, which is very stupid. Very, very stupid. Nobody, no sense in somebody giving death threats or anything like that off of a game. If it's that critical for you, then you shouldn't be playing. It's literally that simple.
The people sending death threats ain't gonna. Well, let me not say that. They might fuck around and do that, but I don't. It's just some dude, sitting with a too tight shirt that's like a halter top, but it's really a t-shirt with his belly hanging out. I'm like, yeah, CD Projekt Red, I'm gonna kill you bastards, man. Like, shut up. And when it come out, you gonna play it. I'm disappointed, but I would never send nobody a death threat over that. That's a bit extreme.
That dude you describe it like I can see him now. He's some pale dude sitting in his mom's basement with like Jello pudding cups scattered all over the floor, and just playing the game, and he be like, Ma,
chest smell like butt.
With the
bring
Cheeto
me some
stains
cookies and milk.
Yo.
He got like stains all over his shirt because he ain't showered since he got this game or whatnot.
Yo,
shout out to the stinky gamers, man. Y'all take a shower.
To the stands of the gaming community.
he got like sweat stains under his arm and shit because he did a workout.
We get it.
I'm just saying.
He got all on his. No.
He probably got a whole lot of takeout food on the floor, containers on the floor.
It's nasty in that room.
He's a prime candidate for hoarders. Okay, that's basically.
Yeah.
Like he got like empty large piece of boxes.
Ain't no
cans scattered everywhere, and I ain't talking about the little cans. I'm talking about the tall joints. The tall joints. With what that like super energy drink they got out. What that shit called? That shit
Bang.
stronger than Red Bull.
Rock stars
Yeah,
everywhere.
you got a bunch. Bang got a bunch of bangs and Rockstar
Hey,
came all over.
He
He
doing
got
Rockstar.
bags under his eyes because he ain't slept in 7 weeks.
Jesus.
But no, but seriously, in all seriousness though, like, yeah,
Go take a damn shower. In all
death
seriousness,
threats are never cool. I don't care how much you want a game or whatever. Sending death threats, and I don't even have to say this, right? This goes without saying, but like, if you do anything like that, you that's lame. You know what I mean?
you really are lame because
just-
you pretty much hiding behind the computer.
Just quit the game,
Like
bro. Just literally quit playing video games. That's simple.
It hurts you to get up and walk. So, like, how you gonna kill somebody when you can't even fit through your door?
That's funny.
I'm
Sony.
just saying.
Sony is buying Crunchyroll. They're in talks. Supposedly get ready to buy Crunchyroll. They're already owner of Funimation. For all my anime people on the show, I know some people. There's some people that are concerned about the buyout of them buying Crunchyroll. There've been some people that show concern for that, and then there's some people that was like, they're just saying, I'm just hoping that they just pretty much merge the two services together and just be done with it, I guess. What are y'all thoughts on this?
I don't like it. I don't like them buying Crunchyroll because they already own Funimation. And the thing is, like, I like what Crunchyroll is doing right now, creating their own content. Like, Tower of God and God of High School, that was Crunchyroll originals. Like, and Funimation is pretty much just, buying titles from, buying licenses from Japan and, just running it on there. But at the same time, like, when you combine both of them, you're going to increase the price. Because you're going to be like, it's not going to be any competition. So they're going to be, I see it like it's business. And we're like, well, you're going to watch an anime, which is, you're a genius like me, which I'm really, hey, everybody know where I was going with that. Well, but Funimation and Crunchyroll combining together, you pretty much gonna get a price hike, and then you're gonna be like, damn, now I gotta pay $15.99 a month just to watch anime. But to my other geniuses out there, you got plenty of other ways to watch anime without me having to see it with the simulcast.
I appreciate that.
I ain't did nothing.
How much is so Crunchyroll? So no, Funimation is $7.99 ad free, and how much is Crunchyroll?
Crunchyroll is, I ain't looked at prices in so long.
I thought it was like $8.95.
$8.95. I can see them going $9.99.
They might go up. They might go up to 20 because you ain't got no other way. No
20.
I can't see them doing that without because I don't know if they offer anime in 4K, but that's the only way I can see them justifying that price hike. The only way I can see them justifying.
Or if they do the multiple accounts thing, or do they do that already?
It's probably minimum. I know I had Funimation for a hot minute because they've been giving away Funimation trials like candy lately.
Every time they gave away a trial, I pretty much used it.
Yeah, PlayStation Plus is giving you 2 months.
I would actually pay for Crunchyroll is if they took everything off Hulu and everything off Netflix.
I mean, like literally, the only way I pay for Crunchyroll, pay for Crunchyroll or Funimation is if they got rid of all the free anime sites and free anime apps. Because I've been watching free anime going all the way back to Anime 100. If y'all remember Anime 100, that website, Seg confused. That's way before your time. That's like going back to junior. That's going back to junior high school for me.
No, I was about to say something. We'll go ahead.
But you know what I'm saying? Like Anime 100. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how long I've been watching free anime.
Anime 100 still going strong?
It is.
She's asking.
I'm asking too.
So
Hold
we
on,
got
let me just put this in right quick.
Free
all
May.
right. So Molly in the chat had an interesting suggestion what they probably may do with it. He said they might include it with PlayStation Plus maybe, and that's very true because
Oh, they do that, then we gotta win them.
because I can tell you this, I set up my father-in-law's new Sony TV today, and guess what the bonuses are for when you get that new TV? You get a month, you get a month worth of Funimation when you get your new Sony TV, and like I said before, Xbox is actually giving away, I think it's 2 months of Funimation as well with their perks on Ultimate Game Pass. So, you know,
Still on?
Anime 100 no longer exists because the domain name is actually for sale.
how much is that move?
Anime100.com is for the domain name is for sale.
She
The-
looked that
the
up.
website.
She looked that up on
let me tell you
GoDaddy.
something.
Guess they're not keeping it 100.
Some of these anime websites
Ayo.
are getting shut down because the younger generation are bringing it up on apps like TikTok, and people are flooding it trying to get to it, and they're getting shut down that way, and that's why a lot of them are like missing or being found out. So yeah, out there making videos like go check it out. You can watch it here for free.
You
Don't
kids are trash ass kids.
Not
Like
anymore.
this been the most non talked
TikTok.
about secret in the world, and y'all gonna go and ruin it because y'all got TikTok. TikTok your ass in the bed and go to sleep,
Snitch talk.
Basically.
bro. If I can't
Yeah.
get free anime after a while, but you know what? As soon as they like this, being honest, bro. As soon as they take one down, another one pop up. This pretty much like how Napster was. When Napster died, we got Kazaa. When Kazaa died, we got LimeWire. When
Bear Share,
LimeWire died,
know.
we got uTorrent. So you know what I'm saying?
like like I thought about that. Like, why are you telling everybody how we?
Hey,
wanna-
Like,
if you
don't
wanna
y'all
hear
can't
the-
keep
if you-
nothing in y'all back pocket.
If you want to hear this anime secret site, listen to part 2. Shut your ass. I'm on part 2 your ass. Anyway.
Gets 2 parts.
A fade.
My left and my right.
Peace and a biscuit, if anything. That's why. See, that's what's wrong. Kids don't know how to keep secrets because kids don't know. Kids be around here just talking crazy to parents now. You can't with kids in public no more. You can't.
They
do-
snitching on themselves now,
Shoot.
Yeah, they keep snitching on
Can't have
themselves.
no
And then you got the-
entanglements.
right? And then got the nerve to say, "Who told on me? You did."
You did. You snitched on yourself.
But you know what it's for? The clout.
Yeah.
Cloud is a hell of a drug.
What clout you getting telling somebody they can go on such and such website to watch free anime?
Because you know the secret.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
It ain't even it's the most known secret in the world. We just don't talk about it.
You're not supposed to talk about it.
The first rule about Anime 100 is you don't talk about it.
It's like Fight Club. You don't talk about Fight Club.
They ain't seen Fight Club, bro. That's the thing. They was little babies then. It's okay.
Even born.
For real. Briario, let's talk about the Craft Legacy.
Okay, y'all. So I watched this last night, trying to get into that whole Halloween vibe. I go into this thing thinking I'm going to get that, that creepy vibe and everything. So basically, it's a decent continuation to me. It's decent. It's by Bloomhouse, and they've been, doing some pretty good projects to me. Working with like people that created like Get Out, Insidious, and The Purge, like all those projects. And I didn't know that the movie was going to be like a connection to like the one that came out in 1996. But you don't really get that feeling until like the end of the movie. It doesn't link up. And when the trailer came out, I'm thinking like, oh, they finna make a reboot of the original. No, it's just it's a continuation. And what I disliked about it is that the creepiness, the eeriness, witchy feeling that we got from the first one, the stuff that we enjoyed about it is about, the revenge segments and all that from the first one. That's what we enjoyed about it. and kind of all of that was just non-existence. And but it's got like I said, a lot of bullying, going against hyper masculinity and being toxic, being around toxic people. Like,
So just
Oh,
dealing.
they millennialed it up, huh?
Yeah, they millennial
yeah.
the hell it up. They really millennial.
So yeah, a lot of people were disappointed in it. Like,
Which I'm anti-bullying.
yeah,
Don't
yeah,
let me catch you bullying nobody. But
I mean, I'm anti-bullying too, but sometimes when you see somebody bullying somebody, then you got to go and show them how it feels to be bullied.
right,
yeah. All that is
I'm
taken
really
care of.
against
That's
that.
why I was mentioning like the hyper masculinity. But looking at it very carefully, you would think it was like a copy of the original one.
Hey, 'cause I
So
saw them doing the lightest, the feather, stiffest, the boy stuff in the preview, all that stuff.
they
Hey, but
like go
I'm gonna
ahead,
tell
go.
y'all something I did when I was like teaching. So one of my students in my second period class, he used to always mess with the other little smaller kid, like take the little boy snacks and everything. So, you know what I'm saying? I got fed up with it one day. I went up to him, I stood up, I said, "Give me everything you got." He was like, "No." So I just took his backpack. What he was gonna do? Fight me? I took his backpack, went and threw it up on my desk, and were reaching in his backpack, eating his snacks. And then the little boy that he was taking the snacks from, I was like, "Hey man, come here." He came up there. I was like, "Honey, go eat these in his face." And
Right.
the other little boy that he was doing, he was just looking out there, just looking at him,
Like, yeah.
drinking his little Kool-Aid pouches and everything. And he sitting up there looking with a mean mug. I was like, "What you gonna do?"
Right.
Sometimes you gotta
Yeah,
put them in their place, show them what it feel like. Now
yeah,
you
I'm
in
gonna
his shoes.
see what it feel like.
Yeah. All in all, I'm glad that some of the topics that I had mentioned were in the film though. Like I said, y'all they kind of millennialized it. So
I don't
I'm
even
gonna
think you can
give it.
say millennials no more. Like these, like what's this new generation called? Like
Gen X.
Gen
I don't even
Zoom,
think they
they
call
call them
millennials because I think
Zoomers.
we are like millennials and like these kids that came after us that was born in the 2000s ain't really millennials no more.
Zoomers is what they call
Yeah,
Zoom.
whatever they call.
Zoomers.
them. Yeah.
So we're giving this a
I gotta
and a
watch it.
half, 8.5 out of 10. I'm giving it 8.5 out of 10 because I did like the visual. But like I said, they could have did better by adding that horror factor. That was what was missing to me.
Hmm.
And that's it, guys.
You think it could be due to that you're older a little bit? 'Cause you know how sometimes when we're older, we get, certain things that could be
We really
particularly.
desensitized.
But yeah, we're really desensitized. There are only like certain things and certain scary movies that really kind of scare you because it's the things that like, damn, this could potentially really happen in real life. That's the shit that scares you.
Final
Like real
destination.
shit, like real shit. Like after watching like the stuff that happened in Final Destination 1 really didn't bother me because it was almost some like unbelievable type stuff sometimes. But Final Destination 2, when they had that car accident and because
They
the
flipped
water
over.
bottle got up under the brake pedal, like
Man,
behind that, I didn't get to drive behind log trucks and Negro.
Nah,
If
nope.
you in my car and you got a bottle of water, you better keep that bitch on your side.
Yeah, no, that log going through the because it was a story like that in Houston where a lady, some poles fell off a truck and went through her front windshield and killed
I
her.
mean,
The car, the driver stayed on there.
I had a cousin pass away like about 10 years ago. You know, coming from Hattiesburg, he was driving from Hattiesburg, and a log truck had an accident. And like when the log truck hit some, the logs flew out and flew through his windshield of his car. Pretty much took the top half of his body off of
You
him.
driving in the car with me? I'm not driving behind nothing. That's nothing.
But,
Cause them drivers be tired, right? And
yeah, they be tired.
they might miss a tie down or something. I don't play with
And
them.
then like
Yep.
you may have to throw on brakes and your car's screeching and you ride right up under a log. And next
Right.
thing you know, like I don't ride behind logs or tractors with
Nothing
those
with you
things.
got them
what about
large
in
them landscaping trucks where they They just throw it in that big cage and it ain't tied down and it's
No,
just bouncing
exactly.
on the freeway. All that I don't ride behind none of that, brother.
Nothing. I
What
don't.
kind of conversation that just came in on, man?
I don't
Talking
care.
about horrors.
The
Final
final
Destination.
destination one.
I don't care if you got a
Oh.
truck full of switches that you just can
I-
peel out to go home beat your kids'
pretty
ass
sure.
with.
I'm pretty
I don't
sure
want to be.
royalty has seen this, but stacks, they like stack it all the way to the top. I'm not gonna say it always just be in a pickup truck, and they have them stacked all the way to the top, like
And not tied down.
and it'd be a little rope. That's
Oh
it.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
But it'd be stacked over the height of like an 18-wheeler. And they're just rolling on the highway.
bro.
Yo, the scariest thing though is with like when you in Houston, like the way I used to leave, you know what I'm saying, coming from downtown, I used to have to go down, I forgot the name of the interstate, but you know what I'm saying, it was like headed toward Victoria because I stayed in the Southwest.
288 or 59.
59, that's what it was. I stayed in Southwest Houston in Sugarland. And like I used to get behind these trucks that just had a bunch of stuff stacked up. And you know, when you on that highway when it's not rush hour, people just drive like a bat out of hell. Just like switching lanes like quick. And like one dude just had a bunch of stuff. It wasn't even tied down. It was just like he was just going down, just polluting the highway. Shit was just falling off his truck, folks swerving and everything. I pulled over onto the shoulder, and I was just like, God, I'm finna sit here
And wait it
until
out.
it's all clear.
I'm gonna sit here till it's all clear.
Yeah, for real.
But
I would-
Mario, back to the craft. Do you think it was also like the actresses or the actors that maybe like was a little bit off because they're new?
I'm not gonna blame it on the actors. I'll blame it on the writing
Okay.
beforehand.
No, that's very
Like,
that's
'cause,
very
like-
true. I can feel that.
Yeah.
I will blame it on the writing first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the actresses were pretty decent.
I can
Like in the first craft.
Old girl
yeah,
that played
Neve
Nancy
Campbell.
was perfect for that role because she got like a crazy look to her.
Exactly, and that's what pulled it off. Like her acting.
That's what made the
she's
movie.
She's been in dark like films anyway. Like she did The Worst Witch.
That's how she. Oh, in Oz, Return to Oz was her break.
Yeah, Return to Oz. That was very dark. And
I was like, why y'all never showed me that?
I only
You
saw
never know
like
about
once.
TikTok.
What?
Yeah, the
TikTok, the wind up, he was like the new version of the Tin Man. You know, they had to wind
Like
him up
everybody
all
had
the
their
time.
own new version when I had first seen it, but I didn't
Return
know
to
it
Oz was so dark though.
That was very dark. I think they showed it on Disney Channel like once, and then they took it off.
Yeah,
I
like
think I saw
Return to
that.
Oz is
I was
one
like,
of
how
those.
dark is it? The first one was dark in the 1930s. You got
Well, not
No,
really.
This one was.
well, let's talk
that-
about
that
behind
one
the
wasn't
scenes. It
dark.
was dark. Behind the scenes was
Like-
it dark?
I'm talking about just the film period, because we all know Julie Garland was pretty much out there, but you know what I'm saying. But I mean, that was pretty much a lighthearted movie. All the singing and stuff. Return to Oz ain't got none of that. Return to
Oh, they
Oz.
took all that.
Return to Oz is pretty much I'm finna get rid of your ass.
Yeah.
It started off with an accident.
Right.
But yeah, I loved her acting in that, and I was a fan of hers before she even did The Craft, because The Worst Witch was like played almost every Halloween,
Yeah.
and it had Tim Curry, original Pennywise, and he was like the head Dracula in The Worst Witch. So it was pretty dope. Dope
Bird
movie.
got this look to him that just says evil too.
Evil. But he wasn't
Like-
evil on there. He was like
I know, but he just got
Like the
look to him.
overseer.
yeah,
Like he just got a look to him that just like he's supposed to be evil.
evil.
It's
Like,
just
you
like
know-
Anthony. This just like Anthony Hopkins. I don't care behind Hannibal.
I love Anthony Hopkins.
Like when Anthony Hopkins played Diego de la Vega in Zorro, I couldn't get past the fact that was Hannibal playing Diego de la Vega. Like my nigga eat humans and he's sitting up here he was the original Zorro. Like
Being
bro,
a father
you ate
figure.
bro being a father figure, like bro, you ate somebody's face off in Hannibal.
With a nice
that
Chianti
reminds
inside of
me-
fava beans.
That reminds me real quick. Rest in peace to Sean Connery.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Rest in peace to the first and pretty much probably the coolest James Bond.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You want a martini with olive shaken, not stirred. You know what I'm saying?
He lived a
Snap.
full life, 90 years old.
He did.
Okay, so I actually meant to put this on here, but when you came on, I was like, popped in my mind immediately. So WWE, and this has to do relations to Twitch. Several superstars. This has been going on for probably the past month and a half. Mr. Vince McMahon himself has given the superstars who have Twitch channels X amount of time to literally kind of hand over their Twitch channels, because they're gonna what it is like, I forgot what it's called in their contract, like their downside or whatever it is. And so basically whatever subscriptions that they get, it would basically go towards that. And so at this point, they thought it was a thing where it was, you can't be using your trademark WWE name as your Twitch name because that's owned by WWE. So several talents, they changed their name, changed the name of their channels to kind of fit, a persona or whatever, or using their real name. And so they did that. And so now he gave them X amount of time to turn over their channel. So as of recently, this past week, they have they basically, a lot of the channels have been kind of, I guess you could say, suspended in a sense. AJ Styles, I know like Dakota Kai, Mia Yim, who else? Paige has an account, and Paige kind of literally put it out there. She said that, like, I've broken my neck for this company twice, literally broken her neck twice for this company, and she can't really do anything. She's still on the payroll, and Twitch is just her way to still connect with fans because she can't be in the ring. She's not doing anything on television. So she was
They canceled what's that show on FS1?
Backstage. Yeah.
They canceled that, and I'm just like, but y'all still paying her what she's supposed to do. It's like, you're right. She's legit. Her last injury with that company, man, and she had retired in her 20s. So what else is she supposed to do?
Exactly.
Well, first, let's recognize Snap with that Bayang. I like that, man.
Look at super dope, man.
He got the swoop.
That Bayang.
I like that looking suave.
That Bayang from last week.
I had to do this because of work, man, because my hair kept getting in my eyes and whatnot. And plus my hair been growing, so yay. I finally reached the little man bun status. Yay.
There you go.
Ooh,
I dig it, man.
Like that.
You've been striving for that, man. The man bun.
Yeah, man, it's been like, I've been wanting that thing for years now, and finally it took me just having dreads for it to finally just come to fruition.
At the same time. But I will say this though about back to the topic. Read your contracts. I mean, that's.
Well, this is the thing.
With the contract situation, I don't think it was worded where they would think it would have something to do with their Twitch channel.
So here's the thing.
Mean, but it's deep in that. It's deep in that verbiage, man. You got.
But it's not. But here's the thing. It's not even that though. And here's the shady part about WWE that a lot of people don't know, and a lot of people think that because they're signing a contract, this is ABC. You would think they would be taken care of. Let me give you guys some, for those who don't follow wrestling and don't know probably a little bit more than what me and Snap know. They don't offer these people medical care, bro. As much money as they make, this man does not offer these people medical care. They don't get any
all
of
the way
that.
back to they go all the way back to like the 80s and stuff. Like when you go watch some of those documentaries about wrestlers, like when they was like doing, like they would like, they literally used to, that's why a lot of wrestlers used to do cocaine and stuff, because they used to have to numb the pain because they couldn't get medical care.
But But there is only so far one company that you can say that does offer something like that, and that's AEW.
That's AEW. But
that's the only company that offer that.
But the thing with the contract is Vince McMahon classifies his talent as independent contractors, but they don't have the ability to go out and go get work on their own. They have to run everything past corporate for them to do anything. It's a loophole.
It's not independent contract,
right? But it's a Connecticut loophole where they don't have to pay certain taxes. Is what it is, and everybody knows that. So what it's coming down to now is a lot of wrestlers they're getting to the point where they're really about to unionize. Is what is really about to come down to. They've done that. Well, there's more, dude. There's so much more to that.
Vince McMahon rules the WWE.
Jesse the Body Ventura tried to. Vince McMahon Jesse the Body Ventura tried to unionize wrestling, and Hulk Hogan snitched on him and got him kicked out of WWE. So trust me.
That's why he ended up becoming the governor.
It's been tried. It's been tried. It's
funny. It's funny all this going on. Man. All this going on. He has a documentary coming out on Netflix. All that going on.
Like, real talk, though, man. Like, Vince McMahon, Jerry Jones, like, they pretty much, like, they have to oversee everything. They have, like, my thing is this. The way they run their companies, when they die, because Jerry knocking on the death's door and Vince McMahon knocking on death's door. Like, you probably don't know it, because this is the man that had a lot of plastic surgery, but he knocking on death's door too. So, you know what I'm saying? When they pass away, those companies go, like the Dallas Cowboys and the WWE is going to dramatically change. Watch what I tell y'all.
Yeah, WWE will dramatically change in a good way if you ask the fans. That's just one thing about it.
Let Triple H take over, probably so.
Yeah.
And I've seen your boy Arrow, Stephen Amell, he got hurt doing his wrestling thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, wrestling's actually real?
Well,
like this. It's like, when you think about it, it's scripted, but you got to understand, it's like if you do one bad move, or it's like
stuntman.
Yeah, they're basically stuntman. You do one bad move, you can legit, like, get hurt. Look at who was it? Sid Vicious that did that top rope move
and busted his shin wide.
I mean, he destroyed it.
Look up Snap. Did you see the Dark Side of the Ring Mass Transit episode?
Dude, New Jack City.
Y'all want to Google something? Google Mass Transit.
Google that, or just watch New Jack City Dark Side of the Ring episode. Look, as much as I had said Yo was a sadistic person at the beginning of the show with a chat, I'm not gonna lie, I hate to say this, I kind of laughed a little bit in New Jack's episode because New Jack is a character. But that was some of the most bloodiest violence I've ever seen when it came to wrestling. That man was crazy, but that mass transit incident,
he beat the brakes off that boy.
I'm talking about, you think horror movie had blood in it. Watch that whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you may think, like, even I think because of the stuff I laugh at that I find funny, I may be sadistic, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that was a safety mechanism I came up with as a child, so I wouldn't be scared of horror movies no more, because I had to find the comedy in it. So, you know what I'm saying? If I ever, pretty much 35 years old.
Yeah.
I was just messing with you. You ain't got to get.
Oh no, it ain't.
You got to get all introspective on us now. He's like, you know what? I just developed.
Hey, Rosie.
What's up?
While we on the subject of Dark Side of the Ring, you see the episode of the Brawl for All?
Yes. That was what it was designed. What it was
the whole thing.
Yeah, what it was designed for. And
look, it's just Godfather. His character is a pimp, but in real life, he hates pimps. He used to beat up helps outside of the bar.
Exactly.
I was like, wait, but you play a help.
Somebody, we got JD Smith. In the chat. He said if a wrestler gets over on their own without a Vince approved push, they book the talent to look terrible.
Yeah, he typically has the thing where he kind of like tests people, or if let's see, what's a good example?
You really good. If you really good, you get over like Zack Ryder. Look at him. He got
really,
over really good.
A great example of that is Ricochet. The dude is
please don't say him.
Super talented, super duper talented, man. And he does some stuff. He is known as the real life superhero. He does stuff like superheroes can do. Yes.
He legit can fly in the ring. Like you thought Rey Mysterio could fly. Watch a Ricochet match. You would have thought this watch him versus Real Ospreay. You would have thought you're watching an anime fight. Because literally how these guys are flying in the ring, you would have thought they're like legit ninjas or fighters or anything like that. These people are really good. And Brock Lesnar killed this man in like 8 seconds early this year. And I just see him like,
was it early this year? Okay, what was this year? Okay. Yeah, that was this year. Okay.
Wait a minute, anybody know what Brock Lesnar's sickness was?
Diverticulitis.
It was like something dealing with stomach, because I remember his diet. He said it felt like he was eating like a rabbit. He could his diet was very different. And he lost a lot of weight. He had slimmed down like towards the end of his first UFC career, going to his last fight.
It was like a mystery illness. I was like, what the
it was diverticulitis is what it was that he had. No, he only been with Sable the entire time. Destiny 2. So Destiny 2 dropped a new Vidoc and story trailer this past week. Season 11? Yeah, season 11. Dropping November 10th. Some tidbits from the trailer that we found out was that the Drifter, who else? Eris Morn and the Stranger, for those who play Destiny 1 will know who that is. They are all darkness wielders, using the darkness. There are some other things that came out along with that too. But then in addition to that, anybody that's played Destiny or is looking to get back into this new expansion that's coming out, your levels will be pretty much brought up to the current level that is in this season currently. So if you're looking to get back in, you don't have to worry about the power grind. You'll be able to jump straight in and pretty much be with everybody else. So let's see here. We did have a follow before I move on. Sailor Dream XOXO. Appreciate the follow. And I actually think that puts us at 100 follows too. Now that I see that.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
So we just hit 100 followers. So appreciate that.
Not the sound effect.
Oh, I know.
On my stream, I have the air horns anytime I get a follow or something. Like I don't got them here, so.
I just remember something.
What's up?
Hey, Young, your birthday coming up, ain't it?
Dope's come before mine, though.
Young, no more.
Dope birthday come on the 14th. Mine's on the 25th.
Victory.
You know, just to give you another present, man, I finally found that Kuma Pop figure. I finally found that bigger one. So, yeah, that's an early birthday gift for me.
Well, appreciate that, my boy.
So yeah.
Oh, get birthday presents when I get older. Now you do.
Nah, it's cool. He already knew I had a Street Fighter Pop figure for him anyway. So
yeah, I gotta buy the other ones from him.
Well, I ain't telling you what I'm getting you. I ain't telling you it's gonna be a surprise.
Man, hold up.
I mean,
all right.
Would it happen to be a Thor carried by Jon Snow?
I'm gonna get you what I got you last.
Your face give me away.
For real, bro.
With his name had to be started with it long and his last name be Claw.
Bro, your poker face is broken.
It's sad, man. It's sad, dog.
Taking probably remember this. Like when we got to the Miss, how Texas Hold'em was just like really blowing up. And everybody was playing Texas Hold'em on campus.
Oh man. No, in the Commons? Wasn't in the Commons with the pool tables?
Nah, that was in the hub.
That was the hub.
Yeah, like they were pretty much playing Texas Hold'em everywhere. You know, like people were really starting to get into the World Series of poker, and everybody thought they was gonna be able to make it.
Oh,
Trash ass poker faces.
Man, I forgot about the World Series of Poker, man. You know what comes
Oh.
to mind though? The Dave Chappelle skit, World Series of Dice.
Oh,
Oh, hey, Chappelle show's about to be going to Netflix.
Yes.
boy.
Man,
Chappelle
That's
show.
That's gonna be some
I was so ready to watch that whole skit.
They paid them that money. They're like, we need something.
We need something else. We need some.
Y'all
funny
really
stuff.
don't understand.
They're gonna need something soon because they're raising their prices again. I was
Again,
like,
that's yeah, they are.
Yeah.
One more time.
I
We
was
almost-
paying they asked that $20 a month for that 4K. I was like, man, forget this, man.
Y'all, like,
So
seriously,
we about to
I'm
hit
just
20
gonna be
now.
honest.
I'm finna
Had
cut
Dave
it
Chappelle
out.
been doing Chappelle show all this time, he would have had plenty of material over the past decade.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
No,
Oh,
because
yeah.
the people because his last special he was trying to get in his bag, and the crowd was so stiff because don't nobody find nothing funny no more. You have to be politically.
They really
correct.
don't. Like,
I don't think
like
that he'd be.
people so sensitive now, man. Like
Man.
you can't even comedians can't even make jokes about people no more without them getting in their feelings.
Right.
Like damn, man. What era did y'all grow up in? You ain't never have to deal with your mama jokes or
Nope.
nobody talking about you. Like even the more popular people got talked about in some shape, form, or fashion. You ain't never walk in on a roasting session and they were like, you green,
Y'all ain't never sat at the back of the bus, man, listen to the roast session, going home or going to school.
This is literally the participation trophy era.
You ain't never get done like this. And they be like, boy.
But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, yeah, so Chappelle probably his brand of comedy probably wouldn't be well received. And like moving forward, I don't think it's gonna be that well received. He's very cerebral, right?
Yeah,
So
he really is.
that about him, but once he get when he get on the I don't know if we gotta bleep this out, but the joke about he rapes but he saves, like stuff like that, those trigger words, people not having it. It's funny, but people not having it no more.
People got so used to the Kevin Hart style of comedy where he pretty much just talking about himself and his family, which people find that funny, but like I guess it's us in the era of comedy we grew up in, and those that came before us, the era of comedy they grew up in, or we grew up in, where it was no holds bar. You know what I'm saying? You better not miss like a Paul Mooney. A Paul Mooney really don't care who he talks about.
Yeah.
Tracy Ellis Ross was in the crowd, and he talked bad about Diana Ross.
Mm-hmm.
He said he didn't know she was in the car, but he said he really didn't give a F.
Mm-hmm.
Paul Mooney, man, it's a lonely life.
I mean, Paul Mooney said he said that what I'm saying, Wayne Brady made Brian Gumble look like Malcolm X. So you know what I'm saying.
I'm sorry, I remember that whole skit. The first time he made, he go to the club and shoot.
Negro Dumbest.
You worked at Sony style?
Huh?
Man.
Yeah, I seen Paul Mooney. Remember when we worked at Sony style?
Mm-hmm.
I seen Paul Mooney sitting down at the food court eating by himself.
I've seen several comedians. I've seen Corey Holcomb in the mall when I was working there. Like a bunch of other people.
Like Corey Holcomb, Patrice Holmes, people like that. Like no comedian.
Wait, no, Corey. No, who died? Patrice O'Neal. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Patrice. That's why I meant to say Patrice O'Neal.
And he was on his way up too, man.
Yeah, Patrice O'Neal was like rough. Like even the Bernie Mac was like Bernie Mac. Like even today, Bernie Mac, like the stuff Bernie Mac was saying back then, would trigger a lot of people.
Right.
All right, man. Let's see.
It's
What's up?
sad, but
All right, Batman Beyond. Batman Beyond has been stated to be
Greenlight.
getting greenlit to get a live action TV series. What are some other details we know about the new live action Batman Beyond that we're finally getting? I think the live action.
No cap.
Well, they're still in the works. There's still a lot of rumors going around, but they're casting. They're looking for cast to play the freaking star. So pretty much the casting, it has to be somebody young and no.
Well, I wish.
And
I wish.
I just didn't want to.
HBO and Tide Water don't want me to blow. They do not want me to.
I didn't want to trigger y'all. I'm sorry, Tink. I mean,
You know what you was doing.
And I was a big Twilight fan, but when I heard he was, I'm like, Batman.
Let's get old boy from Teen Wolf.
I don't know.
He want to play. He want to play Terry
One
McGinnis.
that range, so I'm not gonna
The
doubt.
person that plays, I feel like the person that plays Terry McGinnis do have to be kind of moody, but cocky and sarcastic, very sarcastic.
Well, that's gonna come with.
Yeah,
I mean,
very sarcastic.
I mean, that's
He
kind
has
of
to have a
gonna.
sense of humor.
Like Terry McGinnis is pretty much like the Batman version of Spider-Man.
That's gonna kind of come with the writing, though. Honestly, I mean, you just gotta have somebody that can pull that
Like,
off.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what, like to me, sarcasm really has to be a part of your personality.
Yeah.
not sarcasm, but gravitas, like that seriousness and that grit. And yeah, I think that's. Omega Level Nerd said, "Did you hear Keaton may be involved in playing old Bruce?"
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Like I think they actually got Keaton signed on already.
Read the other
We
comment.
wouldn't have it any other way.
You
Like,
ain't got a choice.
I basically spoke this into the universe. I wished upon a star so many times for this to come. I was saying a movie, but I'd rather take a TV show.
Yeah,
While
so
we're on the subject of Batman, y'all see Travis Scott dress up. You know his favorite color is brown, so he dressed up, and the Batman costume was decent, but he was a chocolate Batman.
Oh
And
God.
the internet,
Hold on. Wait a minute.
the internet start calling him Dookie Man, and he's
oh god.
Oh my God. I'm looking at it.
Boy, the internet is undefeated, I swear.
it wasn't even a bad costume like the next
I'm gonna look this up.
While we on live, while we live right now, I want to just throw this out here. Let's just come up with a new segment called Trash or Bag. Like if we want to keep it real, bag it. If it's trash, we know we just say it's trash. And just have a list of stuff that's current and just trash it, or we gonna bag it.
Bro, they say he deactivated his whole account.
Man.
Yo, they ran bro off the internet. They ran him off the internet, bro.
God damn, sorry,
He gave y'all McDonald's.
Bro.
Gave y'all Pasture World.
But look, here's the thing. They said,
Oh, y'all wrong for this. They call him like cockroach. They call him cockroach man.
I don't choose what's sensitive and what's not sensitive. See, that's so you Gen X's. I'm telling y'all.
Oh man.
Hold on, are these little kids in the comment section or grown folks? What is it?
Man, we don't. Who
That was
knows?
Oh my god.
they were saying he could dress up as Batman.
Say again?
They said he
That
was,
man look like a whole roach Jesus.
And y'all say this generation don't roast people.
Oh no, they say brother like the flying roach that you get rid of.
Hey, no.
Oh, that's terrible.
All right, man.
Oh, come on, man.
Let's keep moving. Omega Level Nerd said
I'm trying to. No, they were saying, hold on, y'all. They were saying that he should have at least made it into the dream sequence Batman, where Batman had on like the trench coat and he had the AK. They were saying that would have been better, and I agree. But
your Batman suit is not gonna get over like Jane Smith's white Batman, dude. I'm sorry, Travis. Sorry, Travis.
Oh my God,
crazy.
Oh my God. That was the best. That was the best night. That's the best laugh I needed today.
Now y'all can't unsee it. Look.
Nope. Omega Level Nerds. He said, "Why does he want a?" This is more related to like just castings. Why does he want a Michael B. Jordan Vegeta with a Miles Garrett Nappa? And I'm looking at Young to see what his response is gonna be.
Michael B. Jordan gonna have to learn how to pronounce Naruto first.
Facts.
Let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and hit you with the.
That will never happen.
Let me go ahead and hit you with the. Hell no. Shit no.
Nice to guess.
Then we got.
I don't mean no harm, but you is not gonna mess up my favorite. Like Fox already trashed my favorite anime franchise, so I'm not gonna allow. I done seen fan made stuff that's better than the stuff Fox put out. Like a trillion times better than the stuff Fox put out.
For sure.
And you trying to throw, like, I'm only satisfied if you get an Asian, like a Japanese person, or a white person. I mean, I'm just gonna say it to play Goku or Vegeta, but I would prefer, like, if anything, I don't want to see no bad wigs. You gonna have to use a lot of hair gel and spritz to get their hair right.
I heard that name so long.
Very true. All right, real quick before we get to the main topic of tonight, which is going to be talking about review of episode 1 of The Mandalorian season 2. So if you haven't seen it, I'm giving you forewarning before I talk about this other quick news and we get to the topic. So if you haven't seen it,
spoiler alert.
This is the end. This is the end. Yeah, you might want to hop about the chat.
Man.
So real quick, we had got a sneak peek of the Red Hood concept for Titan season 3. Looks really dope. It's a mix of the comic and the some of the animated movies. So is everybody up to snuff on season 2 of Titans?
I ain't seen one episode of season 2.
Y'all should watch it.
I haven't seen all of season 1, and I haven't
seen all of season 1 either.
I know.
So,
I'm sorry. I'm a binge. That's where I am.
Get through season 1. Season 2, with them going against Deathstroke and the whole boy. Deathstroke was putting them through some stuff. I'll say that much. And you just only thing about season 2 you won't because I don't know if y'all seen the trailer for the finale of season 2. Somebody dies. But at the same time, the person who dies is like leaves you like, for real? But there's a actual overlining theme to why that person had to become something else. So But yeah. Then we got.
I'm looking forward. I'm sorry.
Let me get this in before we get to the main topic. I am proud of Netflix because Netflix original animes are getting better and better.
That is true.
If you haven't seen Blood of Zeus, I suggest you go and watch it because this may be Netflix's best anime production ever.
How many episodes is it?
Huh?
How many episodes is it?
8.
It was 8 episodes.
Okay, doing a little better than 4.
And that's what we said. They didn't Castlevania's. They ain't Castlevania's.
Giving us what 3 to 4 episodes a season, and then have to wait.
Climax at 3, and then drop off 4, done. What?
Mm-mm.
You not know how to write anime? You not know how? You not know?
Did you ever check out Danganronpa?
No, that's on the list. Like I got a list of anime I have to go and watch because I'm still watching Boruto.
Is it on Netflix?
Yeah.
I'm watching Yashahime, Fire Force season 2.
Fire Force. I keep meaning to watch that one.
I'm catching up on Attack of Titan on Titan, and I'm reading that. I'm watching that and reading the manga, and I'm just like mind blown.
There's another one on Netflix that I was checking out. I know that what's the guy's name that we know plays Luke Cage?
Michael Collier.
Yeah, he's in
not Michael Coulter. Michael Coulter.
Yeah, Mike Coulter. Yeah.
But like honestly, like their best anime movie adaptation is Bleach. I'm ready to see what they do next because I got to honestly say they did Bleach perfect. I didn't really see any flaws in Bleach when they did it. Death Note trash. What else they did? Well, actually, Full Metal Alchemist wasn't that bad either.
Rurouni Kenshin.
Rurouni Kenshin was all done in Japan, so they weren't that bad neither. But
live action
I
saw was good.
But like that Death Note was. And what else did Netflix do that was an anime adaptation, live action?
It hasn't come out yet, but are we still looking forward to that this Cowboy Bebop
Yeah,
Netflix
You know
rendition?
what? I haven't heard anything too much about it anymore.
Somebody
Ever since the pandemic,
Right.
really.
Somebody got
Cowboy
hurt.
Bebop.
A live
Cowboy
action?
Bebop ain't gonna be hard to do because it ain't got
Right.
Cowboy Bebop isn't like a lot of powers or nothing. It doesn't have powers or nothing like that. It's pretty much a straightforward, realistic, just set in a different time.
Right.
You know, it's pretty much like some Star Trek type stuff. So that's not hard to do. But
So it's
like,
hard. You saying it's hard to
wasn't
mess
bad
it up?
yeah, it's hard to mess that up. But if you go ahead and do a trigun and you know put Vash and Stampede in there, you can really mess up that.
Ghost in the Shell live action wasn't bad to me.
It was the casting though that bothered everybody.
I liked it.
To me, the visuals were there.
The visuals that was there, but I did not see Scarlett Johansson as being the major. I'm sorry.
Alita was good.
Alita was good, yeah.
All right.
See, anime live adaptations are hit or miss.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But you really have to watch like the computer, the CGI. You can't make it look too fake, and you can't make it look like it's computer.
Too much.
Yeah.
Like
you gotta have a big budget for that CGI too.
I would like to see Dragon Ball redone. Honestly, I would like to see.
It's coming, bro.
With whose money?
With the popularity
James
of
Wan money.
I'm telling you, it's coming.
Okay, yeah. Now you're talking.
Yeah.
Now you're talking. Okay.
Like I said, I really want them to do. I really want them to do He-Man, and you know what I'm saying. I want them to do that. But I actually in this He-Man movie, I would like them to do a He-Man movie and a She-Ra movie, and then combine them both and do a combination live action movie. Like go ahead and do that franchise. But I don't think this generation would. Like it wouldn't be geared toward this generation.
No.
But they do have a new He-Man cartoon coming out produced by Kevin Smith coming out in 2021 or 2022.
Molly said, "What about Thundercats? They can't even get the new animated right correctly. So I have zero faith in them on doing a live action.
I would love to see a Thundercats and live action movie, but I got a feeling it would look like the Cats movie.
Or the Lion King.
Okay, let's go. Let's just go to Mando, man. Because All right.
Let's go.
Mandalorian season 2 kicked off on this past Friday, episode 1. I can already tell the vibes were kind of different in the show. So what are y'all thoughts on the new season?
My brother, I'm here for it.
I'm here for it too.
Mandalorian is a big hit in our house. My kid was singing the theme song today. I'm like, is that good or is that bad? Like,
you know what I like about the Mandalorian though, and I picked up on this. It comes on like a western and goes off like a western.
right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
You do it does.
And I really feel like, hey, you know what threw me off? Like if you didn't watch the episode, like when I seen dude walk up and Boba Fett, armor, I was like,
wait a minute.
I was like, he didn't survive it. But then when I seen what he got, because we remember when Boba Fett died,
Got swallowed up.
Yeah, I was like, did that nigga really survive that? But you know what I'm saying? When he told me what he got, he told where he got the armor from, said that makes sense. Mm-hmm. So, but I'm just trying to see how much of the past they gonna put into this season because I'm here for all of it.
Right.
It's like I got Batman vibes from him, and it's like Batman meets Star Wars meets Western film, like a Western film. The action was there.
The action was definitely the choreography of the action was definitely different from season 1. Mm-hmm. Way better action, I would definitely say. So a big improvement on that point.
Oh,
unfortunately, guys, that is all we're gonna get.
Again, going to sleep tonight.
So my cousin asked me. One of my cousins asked me, not Angry B guy. He was like, "What? He liking droids now?" I was like, "You don't understand why he like droids now?"
Exactly.
He was like, "No." I was like, "Did you not watch the last 2 episodes of The Mandalorian?"
Right.
He was like, "Yeah, I watched them," but I was like, "So you need to know why he like droids now?"
Yeah.
Like a droid literally saved their lives and sacrificed himself for them.
Mm-hmm. But it was like the ending was I don't want to say too much because I don't know who
we already did.
Okay.
I mean, we kind of sort of did and didn't. We haven't given a lot of description to really give it away.
I put spoiler alert in the chat, but
I was like, "Oh, bro, come on!"
I what he did to the dragon. I was just including freaking Katie Dragon.
My boy went in there and said, "Fatality, flawless victory."
Bro, like, I'm like, wait, but the question is, what he do inside that dragon?
He made the bombs explode.
Huh?
He made the bombs explode.
The dragon spit him out. He ain't blow up with the bomb. He made this.
No, he hit the remote when he flew out. When he flew out,
he had to make sure that it was in.
He hit the remote and the bombs exploded because he armed the bombs before the dragon swallowed him in the.
He came out the dragon.
He shocked them with the rifle. Remember the static electricity? The blue lightning. That's what made him open his mouth and he flew out.
Okay, all right. I must have missed that part then, because I was like, "How you make that dragon open his mouth?" Because when he was coming out of the mouth, he hit the remote and then, bam.
Yeah. He hit it in the inside with his taser thing.
Okay, Megan said he shocked him with the right. Okay.
Well, y'all already know my favorite part. At the end, before the credits rolled.
Yeah. That was insane.
We needed that. We needed that.
He's old.
What happened to Giancarlo?
They
on the last season?
Did I forget something? I probably forgot something.
Oh, he resting right now.
Oh. Yeah, he pretty much resting right now with that black lightsaber. I thought that was the coolest lightsaber ever. He stepped out with a
That was
black
cool
lightsaber.
Oh yeah.
A black one?
I didn't know what to call it. It was like a sword.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know what
Like
I didn't know what to
like
call
a
it.
sword combined with a lightsaber. Just call it what it is, but it was black, and I felt like it was dope as hell.
Man, them Jawas don't waste no time getting them scraps.
Boy, they roaches.
Man, I was like, oh,
My
dang,
kid
it
was
just
like,
crashed.
who is that old man with the scars? I was
They
like,
really-
that's like the very first stormtrooper. She's
They're like
like,
a whole bunch of little hustle men. They got everything.
Like that was
What you
like
need-
that was him.
the very
Yeah, Omega
Like-
Omega in the chat said that's a black. It's called a Dark Star saber. Is what it's called. That saber that he has.
Okay.
Lightsaber, okay. But
wow.
you know what I'm saying? The fact that he was able to work with the Sand people and he knew their language, I was like,
What do they call the Ewoks or the?
Not those.
no, we talking about the Sand people, the people that always raising their guns in the air. But he was sitting up there talking with them. Like, this man is not worldly; he is universal.
Universal.
Man, like, oh, I speak that. I got you. Hold on.
No.
Like I was taking them back. I'm like looking at the translation like
Yeah, he said it was the Omega said the first that it was the first Mandalorian who joined the Jedi Order's weapon, and he said that the person you saw was either a Boba Fett or a Boba Fett clone. He says he's voting for Boba Fett. So
I'm saying
so
that too.
because of all the scars.
Is that Boba
and
Fett?
Yeah.
the-
Oh, y'all think? Well, I mean, I was thinking about that, but I was just like, yo, because at first I was like, there's no way Boba Fett survived that. But then when I saw him at the end,
No.
I was like, damn, he
But
survived.
the uniform was intact.
Mhm.
So explain that to me.
I mean, the
Man.
uniform.
It had
When
to
you look
be.
at the armor doesn't cover the entire body.
No.
Like they got flesh, you got flesh exposed. Oh, you know what I'm saying?
And the cut, if you didn't notice, the cut on his face matches the
The
shield.
helmet.
Yeah, the scar on the helmet. So when I saw him at the end, I was like, he really survived it.
Mhm.
boy,
I got a question for
some
y'all.
Clone Wars type
Do y'all
stuff,
do y'all feel comfortable calling the child Baby Yoda? Because it's
Yeah.
not,
Yeah, I mean that's kind of
I do.
It rolls off.
that that's Yoda though.
It's
We know
not
that's
Look,
not-
man,
I
if
don't
it looked
think
like
it's
Yoda,
the same.
if it looked like Yoda, walk like Yoda, and raise his hands like Yoda, because it ain't speaking,
I don't know.
that's Baby Yoda.
It's a Baby Yoda.
That's Yoda illegitimate child.
Exactly.
For right now, it is the child
I
until
know, right?
Mando gives it a name or it gets back to his people.
Man,
We're
look,
not in a
Well,
rush. We are
The
not.
public, we call it
it's
Baby
two
Yoda.
words regardless of how you put it. The child or Baby Yoda. You ain't using no more, no less syllables.
I don't feel like I don't feel right calling it Baby Yoda because it ain't established that it's Yoda.
Yeah.
It's not.
Look,
It's
Snap
not
it, dude.
because it's
To
in a
each his own.
different time period than Yoda, but
Yeah.
It's after
it's
after the
yeah, it's
man.
after they defeat the dark side. Like they're supposed
That's
to be
Baby.
completely wiped out, but of course, you're always gonna have some evil people.
Baby Yoda.
Yeah. Baby Yoda.
All
All
right,
right,
man.
man.
Even though nigga,
Exactly.
yeah,
I'm calling the child
Yeah.
until further notice.
I'm just saying, every retailer who sells anything like this is always gonna call it Baby Yoda. That isn't gonna stick.
But the
It
name
does.
on the box.
It may
The
sound
child.
monster child.
They gonna
It does.
say
It does say.
Baby
It does say
I,
the child on
I
official merch.
guarantee you, little kids running around asking for a Baby Yoda. Mama, can you give me the child?
The
Like,
Omega
what the
said
hell
it's not
you
Yoda,
talking
but it's entirely possible.
You are the child.
That's what
But
I'm
Mama,
saying.
you go and say, Mama, Daddy, can you give me a Baby Yoda? They know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
That's true. That's true.
True.
Mama, can you give me a child? I already got children.
You are the child.
Oh.
You are the child.
But
All
I
right,
I mean the lime green gizmo.
Yeah.
All right, real quick. Then we're gonna get ready. We're gonna get ready to wrap the show. So going forward with the Mandalorian What we're trying to do is we're probably going to try to do a watch along of next week's episode. I'll pick a time to execute that. And we have a bonus show called After Credits, which is mostly about TV shows and movies. We want to try to do the review on there. So if you guys are definitely interested and want to chime in on our view and our take on the episodes from week to week, please tune in to After Credits when we do those. We'll be doing those on Twitch also, so go check those out. We got Extra Life coming up this Saturday. A bunch of us will be doing some Among Us, so come check that out. That's going to be very interesting. Because last time I played Among Us, Tink killed me. Anyway.
Among Us. If somebody always think I'm the bad guy. Like, I played for like an hour straight, and every match I was in, I was the first person eliminated.
I wonder why, because you like seeing people get slammed on trees.
I mean, my thing is, all right, so this is, I swear, a lot of the funny stuff about horror movies, because it reminds me of that Geico commercial. They make dumb decisions. Like,
that's the whole part of a scary movie.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, ain't really too much you can do. Ain't really too much you can do about Freddy Krueger coming in your dreams. I mean, hell, you gotta go to sleep. But there's no way that if I know somebody at this camp or around here killing people, I'm on the first thing smoking. I'm getting far away from here as possible. I'm not gonna try to steal. I'm not leaving my home. If I get in the house and the house tell me, as soon as I move in my furniture, the house say get out. I'm moving while I still got the U-Haul truck. I'm pulling the furniture out. And my child is trapped to the TV. We just lost the child.
No.
Wait a minute.
You gotta look at this. You know how even before they get to the destination where everything happens, there's always probably that old person, and legend has it that they be killing up there that lake. Y'all kids be careful.
I'm not going.
But you know they still go though. That's the point.
I'm saying, I'm not going.
Do not read from this book.
Right. They literally
if they say do not read from this book, or if they say, like Freddie was gonna get me because I was going to sleep. I don't mean no harm. I'm not gonna stay on coffee, cutting off eyelids and nothing like that. If I'm gonna die in my sleep, let me die in my sleep. Right. I'm not taping my eyelids up, nothing. But I'm not going to Camp Crystal Lake. It got too much of a bad history. Folks knew about what was going on at Camp Crystal Lake and still was trying to go up there. I'm not going to Haddonfield. Why would I go to Haddonfield?
For the rush.
All right, man.
I ain't that much of a adrenaline junkie. Why would I go? If you find a dog that got stitches in it, something got to tell you something wrong with the damn dog. They don't make dogs with stitches in it.
Especially if it look like blood dripping and whatnot in between the stitches and stuff.
And the first time the dog talked to me, guess what?
Nah, Rio, no.
Look, like y'all look in Toy Story, y'all made Sid the villain. He was just an artist.
Y'all never thought about
that right.
My thing is like with Chucky, nobody ever thought about, man, this dog really is like 2 feet tall and walking around with a knife. I could literally kick the shit out this dog across the room before he even cut me. Get something else, put my knee in his chest, and rip his fucking head. The movie said
he had human strength, the same strength that he had in his human life.
That still don't mean you can't kick his ass. He ain't got human weight.
Look,
Andy ass picked his ass up. I'm kicking him across the room.
All I'm saying is, if I see him in the box 1 second, then when I look back over at the box, it just suddenly be open and I'm the only person in the house, then I'm finna go ahead and catch on out, bro. I'm gonna go and catch out because you was in that box just a second ago, and I did not open that box and it was still tape on the box. So I think I'm gonna catch on out, bro.
Annabelle had a porcelain face, so her face would have been smashed open.
Oh yeah, I remember when Annabelle got stolen in real life.
Oh, I was taking them TikTok videos. She had the devil on speed. I was like, come pick me up.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and wrap this issue of NerdFlow Podcast, man. We're gonna wrap issue 159. Please make sure you guys check out all the socials that we have. Join the community group.
Yeah, I ain't the type person that was walking in the bathroom, turning out the lights, saying Candyman or Bloody Mary. No, I don't put my life on the line like that. I ride roller coasters and skydive. I don't mess with folks that can come and kill me, appear out of nowhere and kill me.
And catch you guys.
I like how he still kept
160
with the housekeeping after that.
Issue 160 of NerdFlow Podcast, y'all.